Georgi, and you are on my channel, and now we are in the segment of Estonian news. Today is 16th of February, and I'm doing a news brief of Postimees. So let's go. On the first page we have two headlines that easing the restrictions has led to the people not being so careful with putting masks and using all the precautionary measures, which have brought more COVID, more proliferation of COVID infection. Also, the second headline is about the poisoning squad, where they are discussing the work and the connection of Hristo Grozev to Tallinn, the journalist who made those discoveries that the Russian government is poisoning its adversaries. So, two headlines. So on the page number 2 we have this article which says that the COVID sick in Estonia are increasing, and obviously the things will get worse. And 24th is the Independence Day of Estonia, and the Independence Day will be dark. So there is also one small article about a court case. Last year there was a person who made a big shooting at a small place called Lihula. So it describes the horrific situation which then happened. Like 2 people died. One guy just went crazy, started shooting. He made an accident with a car, then he escaped and shot the motorcycle guy who was following him, and after that shot at a car where a local woman died. So 2 people dead in a shootout. Horrible thing, but that's really rare in Estonia. So on page number 4, that big parking spot at Tallinn Port's D terminal, which costed 3.7 million, parking house was now finished and opened. Maybe we'll see that in some other video. Also, there is an article about Jaak-Joala monument. Yet again, the saga continues. Also, a big article about the fact that advisors, government advisors, should also make declarations of what they have in case to avoid some corruption cases. So that's number. Okay, there is another big interview with Anneli Ott, who is the Minister of Culture. Big article. And here, which I'm really proud of, you see a big article concerning Bellingcat and the connection of the journalist who made those discoveries, Hristo Grozev, to Estonia. He was working in Estonia as chief of a big media corporation which controlled a lot of radio stations in Estonia and abroad. And actually I also know him. That's one of the reasons I am in Estonia, is because when I met Hristo Grozev in Plovdiv, he told me, of course, come to Estonia. Estonia is like the second best place to live after Belgium. I don't know, maybe he liked Belgium. So that's why I came. My first idea was to go to the United States, but I came here and I stayed here. So let's continue with the article. It is very interesting that maybe they would have never discovered the poisoning of Navalny if the first FSB agents who were sent to poison Skripal in the United Kingdom weren't that sloppy. So they discovered them, and that everything led to Bellingcat, Christo Grossman Bellingcat discovering those organizations which were producing this nerve agent, and from there the connection to the FSB agents. So everything snowballed from there. So you never know how things can turn up. This is really interesting article. So also on the same page, article about Haavisto, the Finnish Prime Minister, the Finnish Foreign Ministry, that he made a very successful visit to Russia, and he did not make the same mistakes as Borrell. So he performed quite well and protected European Union and Finland's interest, and said to Lavrov that they do not agree and that they need to investigate Navalny's murder, and that protests should be allowed. So that is also a small bullet here, that Musk have allegedly said that he would like to speak with Mr. Putin, the president of Russia, and Putin might be interested, or is interested. I don't know, what are they going to talk about? Elon Musk and Vladimir Putin. Okay, so the page number 10 and 11, which is pink, as you see, it's economics page. There is an article that Lithuanian telecommunication company might be interested in participating in 5G network building in Estonia, or having a 5G network in Estonia. Also, there are unemployment rate in Estonia has increased. There are 16,000 unemployed, which is 6.8% from the working population. So that's it. Also, there is a big article about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, that they also compare it with virus, that people are, it's like a contagious, so people are talking to each other, and that's why it spreads and rises in price. That is a good comparison. So in Estonia, these few days are the first days when Estonians can file their tax declarations, which are, by the way, very easy to do. You just have to log in and your tax declaration is already filled up. So for everyone who is looking from the United States, where I know it's crazy difficult, in Estonia it's very easy. You log in, you take a look, next, confirm, agree, done. 2 minutes. And so this is an article about the tax declaration. So there is one article about that it's a good idea, money meant for culture to be put in concrete, where they say that Estonian this Museum of Culture, Kumu, it's very good thing that they built it, that so many people have gotten inspiration from there, and a lot of people have visited, and that it's important thing, and discussions about this art museum, which is really nice. If you come to Estonia, do visit it, and that museum culture in Estonia is really good, that museums in Estonia are not boring. Maybe even we have the biggest number of museums in the world. Just a moment. So there is one more article on page number 15, that the only country in the world, Estonia, has stated that if you belong to a political party, it should be registered. I did not know that. That's quite interesting, that if you are a member of a party, you have to be registered. So it is public knowledge. Are you a member of party or not? And this is a political article about how to make good political decisions and etc. So another big article about the our forests. Estonia had a lot of forests. You see picture? Estonia had a lot of forests, but now we came to realize that a lot of it was axed, cut down, and that this article states that in years 2010 up to 2019, 5,711 hectares of valuable habitat might have been axed due to the fact that it was not measured correctly, which is valuable, which is not, and they just axed too much of the forests. Not nice, but good that they are discussing it, and obviously something will change. Nobody is perfect. So there is also a big article about Estonian art. So they're tying all these different articles. For example, there is an article or interview with the Ministry of the Culture, then about arts, about the museums. So kind of thematic. So that tomorrow they are opening exposition and discussing about this particular exposition. So you can see photos. Kumu. So if you come to Estonia, come to Kumu. One famous musician, Jaak Johansson, have died. So about the health on the last pages, about the immune system, different articles. So that were the most interesting articles I saw in today's newspaper. If you like this segment, like, share, subscribe, and subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Stay awesome.